Okay, good evening. We are live. Positivity Positive channel. Aquarian is live. Please join me on my live as soon as you get your notification. Let us have a very quick chat. So please join me on my live. For those that are on TikTok, who is on Aquarian channel, could you please join me over by YouTube for us to have a talk? Thank you. Thanks much for joining. This evening, we'll have a very quick talk. It won't be a long live. So, as you come in, I am asking you to share the live. Please share. As you see my topic, it is children's right. Now, these topics are very mind boggling, it's very troubling to parent, for those that have children, and for those that don't have children. It's a mind boggling. Mind, strain of the mind, and all the rest of it. Proverbs said, train up the child in the way he should grow. When he or she get old, they will not depart from it. I just want to welcome you all to Positivity Positive channel. I ask each and thank each and every one to be here, for those that are here and for those that are coming. Each one just call one and share this channel, share this live. Each live I do, please share them that other people can know of it. How was your day? Was it a hard and tedious one? Regardless of them, when you get home, give yourself a kickback. Elevate your legs, unwind, and get a good night rest. Whether you're going to have a drink of wine, a drink of champagne, but something to unwind you and focus on you when you get home. Leave all the work at the workplace. Do not take the work at the workplace home with you. Leave it there. And then you focus on yourself. Okay? Children, very hard to grow if we do not know what we are doing. Parenting is not an easy job. Wasn't and will never be. Parenting is one that you did not go to school to learn about parenting. You did not take a college degree to learn about parenting. You have to set your own channel and chart your own water in parenting. Sometimes you have a child and it born disability. Sometimes you have a child and there is so much problem for that child to be here on this planet Earth. But regardless, it's our right to grow them, nurture them, and take care of them. Now, for those that see this may wonder, I said parent right. Children's right, sorry. You have parent right and you have children right. There are parent right and there are children right. But this evening I'm really talking about children right. The right of a child. The right to the child. This is one that we need to know. There are many children that are out there without a good parent around them, a modeled parent, a parent that will sacrifice for their children. Some will not sacrifice. Children is not like grass. And even then, you manure the grass sometimes to get it cut. But children is human being. It's our own flesh and blood. It's our own flesh and blood. It is for us to give them and provide for them. In the country that in the in the in Jamaica, we see a lot of things happening. And we will ask, where are the parent? Sometimes the parent themselves need someone to parent them. Some of these parents are so young, they never get any time at home. No parenting. They're out quite early. They did not enjoy their children, their childhood days. So therefore, they themselves get pregnant, have a child, and they should be being encouraged by a parent. But anyhow, it does happen. The right of a child or children, right to health, right to education, right to family life, right to play and a recreation. These are some of the things have the right for adequate standard of living. Adequate standard of living. To be protected from abuse and harm. A child have the right to ask question. Yeah. Not in a debating position, but the child have the right or questioning you, what they are uncomfortable with, what they are not comfortable with, they have those rights. No, a child need shelter, and it is the onus on the parent to provide their children with shelter. Onus on the parent to provide their children with healthy meal, to provide their children with a good bed to sleep in. These are some of the things that the child does need. No, it's not a one person, it's not a one it's not a one person or a one parent job. This is the job of two individuals. Provision for children have the right to an adequate standard of living, health care, education, and service, and to play, recreation, and include a balanced diet, a warm bed to sleep in, access to schooling. These are some of the rights. Protection have the right to protection from abuse, neglect, and exploitation and discrimination. Whatever their age, all children have the human right to speak out, express their opinion at all times. A clean environment and a safe place to live, and protection from all kind of harm. Let's see. This is some of the right of the children. No parent or the United States of America, all states have their different laws. Every state of their different government. For the state of New York, your child emancipate themselves when they are 21 years old. State of Alabama, it could be 18 because there are some amendment of rights there. But you are responsible. I will speak about New York because I know about it more than much of the other states. I will have to study them. 21 before they emancipate themselves. They can emancipate themselves going in the army or they get a job. But as long as You are responsible. They are under your shelter. You are responsible for them. Schooling, you are responsible for them. Now, abroad and in our country is a bit different. I don't know if the provision is not there, but the little time that I actually have to do with victim support, because of course I'm a member of the victim support unit, there isn't much been done. And because the rights of these children are violated by their parent, a lot of harm come to them. So you realize you have a lot of teenage pregnancy. This big overgrown male, only person they can look on is to see the little children and interfere with them. Because there is not a unity there. And there must be a union and a unity in order to keep the children safe and provide for them. When you think of start having children, think of a job, because they cannot go out there and fend for themselves, or they should not be going out there to fend for themselves. They should have, you should have, as a parent, the right to them to protect them. So they have a healthy meal. See that their environment, their housing, it's okay. They can go out and play, which is healthy for children. Playing is healthy for children. It helps them to develop. It helps them to grow. Parent, there is a strain on the hand, because you have to be thinking and you have to be acting at the same time. So you don't only think that they need the food, you have to provide the food for them. The children needs us. The children need their parent. I have seen children being abandoned. I have seen babies born and put at the side of the road. I have seen baby left on the hospital compound. Mothers did all of this. I have seen baby born from schoolgirl and left on the bridge. The hospital grew them. Parent, take care of your children. Look out for your children. You will not be having them for you to be providing for them at all times. If it's 21, it's 21 years, and it's going to be 21 hard, rough, uphill years. Believe me. And if it's 18 years, you are no longer responsible for them. It's going to be a hard 18 years uphill. Because now it's not you alone. Sometimes it's not one child. Sometimes it's not two child. Sometimes it's up to 4 children. Sometimes when you look at the old situation, after running and pushing, the father, whether be married or unmarried, something came in the middle and he walked out of the life of the children. Now you throw them into a tailspin. Daddy is not there. Mommy is frustrated. Mommy is working. You have to pay caregivers for them. And sometimes these caregivers are but problem or but problems to your children. Sometimes, yeah, you might have to put the man in court for child support. So it's not a easy uphill battle. But hear me, have your children sit and have budgets for them, how you're going to take care of them. And if it's one or two, do not go and get another third to compensate. So, well, then this father is going to take care. No, take care of those two, take care of those three. Give it your best shot. It is hard when children are hungry. Have you ever seen a hungry child? It is hard when they cannot change their clothes to have the nice little things to put on and they can go out. It is hard, very hard. And parents have it that hard that sometimes their heart breaks. But guess what? They prayed. For the persons that are in the foreign land, it is not that hard with them where children is concerned. The government will provide for the child. A matter of fact, the government start supporting the mother from before that child being born. When that child born, if it's tin feeding, they provide it with at least, depending for the month, if it's 10 tin of feeding, and as the child grows. And as it grows, the they changes, they add in more things. They give them something that they can go to the and shop for the children. So it's not all that hard. But you have to give of yourself. Discipline. Have that child so groomed into a position that it's not let loose. It's not loose on the road. It's not every company. You know your child friends. And mothers, parents need to know that. Know who is your child friend. At school, in your community, at anywhere, know who is your child's or children's friend. Because they are not developed in their brain to separate the sheep from the goat. Now this is where you had to come in. I don't want you hanging around like this. You should be here like this. And if they're going out, oh, please, redefine print. You're going with them. So they are not left as a vulnerable child out there. Stand up for your children. Stand up for them. There are too many of our children being abused. Many died. Those are the killers. They don't care whether they've been a child just born or born long time. Children are robbed of their freedom. You can't say, okay, go to the park. You have to be there with them because of these predators, sexually and otherwise. So, as I said before, children is not the job of raising children. It's not easy. It's not an easy road. This keep your mind active. This keep you going, and you cannot cry to the children and said, "Okay, I don't have this. I don't have that." So wait, especially food, especially food, their meals, their healthy meal, doctor's visit, check up on the child's health. Don't wait until it reached to a point where you say, but we never did realize. No, you have to be a good detective. Study your child. Know when you see him in not moving, not so good. Check on your child at every given moment. We are stewards for our children. You're going to answer, did you do a good job or did you do a bad job? Yeah. So children just don't come like that because the sperm swim up and meet up with the egg and they all kiss and say we love each other. And then goes a child. We have to give an account for our children. We have to give an account for the children we brought in this world. And a child or children, it's not when they are born you start training those children. But those that never have a child yet or thinking to have children, no, it's not when they're born. From conception, you start training that child. A child is trained from the womb. What you're passing on to that child, how you're grooming that child. So you can speak to that child from it's in the stomach. Yeah. So it's not when that child born and you have this pretty nice little baby and then you start saying, okay, I start training you when you're 1 year old, say thanks, you say please. That child start training from it's in the womb. When you are thinking, you're thinking of sometime you have a child and it's born sick, there's some form of defect. Sometimes he lives at the doctor 24/7. You got to sleep there. Yes. Many mothers are strong, and mothers are parent. Father and mother should be strong. I was reading this article, and this lady in Africa, she's 40. She's 40 years old and she have 44. She give birth to 44 children. And she's 40 years old. And the last set of it was either twin or triplets that she gave birth to. The father who is responsible for those children walked out and left her with 44 children to grow. He's gone. Why did he went? I didn't know she was going to have more children. How you not to know? You did not protect yourself. So what did you expect? You think at 42 she stopped. You didn't stop it before it reached 40. You didn't even stop it at 10. But hello, 4 times 10 plus 4. And he walked out and he left that lady with 44 children all on her own. When you look at her, it doesn't look like such thing. She have 4, never mind 40. And she says she's not giving away none. And she's not calling on the government to help her with none. She is providing for her 44 children. I look at it and I said, my God, at a time like this, you decide to leave the woman and possibly go and get one who don't have no children at all. And you have 44 out there. How much is for a football field? Hmm? Thinking of a football army. You're thinking of a cricket army put together. You're thinking of athletes all put together to bring up to 44. And you walked out and you left her. But mothers are always the burden bearer. The mothers are always the burden bearer. Mothers run off, leave their children too. But not as much as how the man do it. Mothers want to have fun and they want to have children at the same time. I guess they don't think and settle for the one they really want. If it is having fun or having children. Because they both don't go hands in hand. If you have a child, there are certain things you have to put away for a while. So yes, I always go to the parties. You go to the gambling den. You go to here, my friends and I hang out here. But then you have to reconsider, oh my God, now I have a child. So I can't do this. I will have to wait until the child grow up and have somebody capable enough to leave the child with and go and have some outdoor funds. It is a sad situation and we should care for our children. If you look at the animal doesn't drop a catch. For those who knew about fowl, a hen will have 10 chicks and she sheltered those 10 chicks. Let something happening and she hear like something she don't understand. She call all of them, and all of them come. And she pushed them all under her wings and she sheltered them. Teach them how to scratch. Teach them how to look for their food. Yes. The cow, the same thing. If that cow get up and seen that calf, it will never stop mourning. So animals, look after their youngs, until their young is old enough to be on their own. Human on the other hand, human on the other hand, we let's care our children. And don't forget, and don't shove it away. Human let's care their children. God bless those that stand up with their children and do not use their children for a gain, to say, well, then, okay, this child is going to bring this in, or this child, or send their child out into the world to bring in food. God bless them. God keep them. So we need to take more precaution with our children. When that child is in the stomach before it come out, think of where you're going to live. Think that you have to find food 24/7, 3 times a day, or four. Think of schooling. Think of you start preschool, straight up to college, straight up to university. Think of that. Think of health, the health of your child, the health of your children. Do not ignore it. Think of the protection of your children, how you protect your children, the rights for protection. It's not a privilege. Parent, it's not a privilege. It's their right. It's their right to take care of their children. And if you have a father out there, wherever in the world, and this man do not carry his burden, there is a place to ensure that he took care of his children. There is a scripture in the Bible that says, if a man fail to take care of his family, a millstone should be hung around his neck and take him to the deeper, the depth of the sea and left him in there. Him is of no use. So he should not even be around. You fail to take care of your family, he said a millstone should hang around your neck and take you to the depth of the sea and left you there. And of course, he can call you another name. So, male, step up to the plate. Step up to the plate. The child of their human right. And do not deny them of their right. Do not deny them of their parent supervision, their parent around them. Do not deny them of these things. That is still they reach the appropriate age. In growing, they are going to change. While they grow up, there are going to be different needs. They are going to, you have to support them emotionally, physically. So it's not all finished. And give them a safe place. You need to reason with your children. When we were growing up, our child, my parent would have said, with a guardian to a parent, oh, you're not talking to you, and you can't go and complain to them in certain way. Not so anymore. The children is going to tell you how they feel, respectfully. And you can't do anything. You have to listen. And upon listening, you can probe. You can find out why, what happened. They express their opinion, and their opinion matters. You need to hear from the children. You need to listen to them because this is their right. The right, the children's right. The children's right. So, as I said before, it won't be a long live. And for those that are hearing me, there is something I have not been seen on the screen, but I know there are persons that listen. Remember to keep your children safe. Love them. Love them. Show them love. Don't just say it out of your mouth. And on another hand, do not promise children things that you're not going to give them. Stop being untrue to the children. If they ask for something and they cannot get it today, don't tell them, say, okay, I'm going when I come back, I bring it come. And you know definitely you're not going to bring it because you cannot afford it today. Be truthful to your children and they will be truthful to you. Be truthful to your children and they will be truthful to you. Sit and reason with them, boy or girl. Sit and reason with them. The other night I was watching Andre, which I always do, watch Andre's program. And the little one is here. She won't be four until sometime down in this month. When she always came in because she liked to see the rat when it moving, going back and forth and side to side. And when I say set a rat trap, she says it's not rat, it's a mouse. So she always come in and watch my TV with it. So the other night, Andre said about the child that has denied the school, one from Mergule and the other from Spalding. So he said, he was talking about it, and he said, last week was the girl, this week is the boy. Who next? Here my little 3-year-old. The baby. The baby next. I had to laugh. I said, look at that. She listen. She's listening to him. Who next? The baby next. And she's 3 years old. We had to listen to them, reason with them, love them, because they have the right. Let them come of age and pay no mind to parent. You won't have any guilty conscience because you have done your best to them. You have given them what is due to them. So you won't have a guilty conscience. The guilty conscience will be them. They were not asked to be born. Of course, we voluntarily bring them here. Okay, I was rudely interrupted here. So please, let's leave in these words. Take care of your children. They are your responsibility. They are your responsibility. You are committed to do so. Yes. Cover them. Remember their rights. It is their right to get it. It is their rights. Okay? So, in the book of Proverbs, it said, children, obey your parent in the law because this is right. Go back and it said, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, along with discretion. And it implored, Father, listen to your father and to your mother. Fathers, play a role in your children's life. For those that are doing it, continue. For those that are hesitant, whether the mother and you are together, yes or no, the children are yours. The child is yours. Play your part. Be a part of their life. Be a protector for them. Be their protector. Let them know they have a strong arm to look to. So be their protector. Don't only just drop off and leave and say, I'll come back, but be their protector. Reason with them. Find out what bothers them. Find out what they like. Find out what find out what is their discomfort. Reason with the children. Reason with the children. If not, we will be having children who are so distraught, children that have been damaged, children that has been in everything that happened. Parent, mother, father, be your children strong arm. Be the giant for them. Be their protector. Protect them as God protects you and them. You protect them. Provide for them. Love them with all your heart. Love your children. Not only with money, not only with goods, but physically. Let them see you. Let them feel you. Hug them. And that's my word. Tuning out from positivity positive channel. See you another time. Hug yourself. Hug yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. No one can love you than you. Be good to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Have a positive thinking. Let negativity go through the door and reign in positivity. Be good. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you very much. This is Aquarian tuning out for this evening. Speak next with you tomorrow evening. Thank you.